we're just very passionate about girls sticking together and the sisterhood of things. Well, we get a lot of fan mail and it gets sent to the office, so we never see it for ages. And then we have one day of going through it all. We're mature women. We want to talk about naughty things. Our fans are just so amazing and supportive. We're really thankful. So glory days is basically, we've been saying that these are the best days of our lives, and we're gonna look back on this when we're really old and think, wow, we had so much fun. We absolutely loved it and we had the best times of our lives. We're perfectionists. We take everything we do so seriously. When we're on tour, we don't stop from start to finish. We don't stop dancing because our main goal for people who come to a Little Mix concert is we put on a show like the whole shebang. It's double standards. When you're young women, when we started out, it was almost like, this is your lane, stay in your lane. You're the faces and the name. We're not, we're the brand. I think with the Get Weird album, it was the hardest album we've ever made, so we had no idea what sound we wanted to go for. We didn't really know what we wanted to write about, and so it took a lot of time. The reason I never wanted to speak about it before was because every time someone said, I've got a bit of anxiety, it would trigger it and then it would happen. It was almost like speaking about it made it come out. This devil I was terrified of. When you're a pop star, it doesn't mean you just get free stuff. When we were younger, we were so confident. Then when we got flung into the industry, we began to get self-conscious and started criticizing ourselves because other people were doing it. Being the same is boring. I didn't want to go for the X Factor because I just thought people were going to laugh and take me off the stage. You just got to go for it, because what's the worst that can happen? The best revenge is success. When I put about my anxiety on social media, I decided I'm just going to be honest about it. I'm really glad I did it, because I do think social media has taken over everyone's lives right now, especially the young ones. Kids are rocking around with Instagram at 5. I always get told off in the mornings because I'm always late going to the studio. I do like making things a bit controversial. I think that's what sells and what catches people's ear. I will never change. In years to come, I'll still be that jeerty lass walking round South Shields with a battered Mars bar. I learn new things every day, but I've learned that no matter what life throws at you, you take it day by day. I'll get married when I'm bloody ready. I don't think I have normal days. They're all a bit strange. We're always busy. There's always something going on, and I'm always darting around. So it's a busy day. I think we're maturing as women. Our music isn't going to be bubblegum forever. It is getting a bit more sexy. Being in a girl group, we might bicker a lot about hair dryers or straighteners, but it's never serious. We've been lucky that we get along so much. It's like having 3 other sisters to party with every day. It's fun when we do interviews and we get asked the same questions over and over. I'm like, I wish we'd get asked something different, but when we do, I have no idea. I'm not prepared because it's hard to remember your own life. We try and reply to as many fans as we can, especially on Twitter. When I was little, my esophagus was too small, so I had to get it operated on to help me eat properly. Touring is what we work so hard for, performing every night to huge crowds and getting to see all our fans close up. As difficult as it can be to have your private life plastered all over the press and on social media every day. I guess the one plus side is that it is like a looking glass for other women to look in and relate to. I can taste and everything. I can taste every little ingredient in food. I don't think everyone is 100 comfortable in their own skin, but we're learning to love ourselves more and more. And that's what we represent in our music. We wake up some days and feel like the most fierce people ever, but some days we'll be like, oh my God, I'm so ugly. One thing we've had to do in our careers, which is hard, is to put on a brave face. The first thing women in the industry get asked about is boyfriends. We're a brand, but I think the Difference is that we know we're a brand and we take advantage of that for our own benefit. We use it for us, not for other people. I was such a scared, cling onto my mom's leg kind of girl, even when I was 15, 16. If I was in McDonald's and I needed ketchup, I wouldn't go up and ask. I'd be too shy. If you could still see yourself living in a cardboard box with somebody with no money, then that is love, you know. It's what's important. In our careers, you don't get the option to say, I'm going to take 2 months off or go on holiday. You just don't have that in this lifestyle, and it has made us realize we do work nonstop. Everything we do is different. Like we have photo shoots, then video shoots, rehearsals, vocal warm-up days, learning all the different harmonies. Then we have recording days. Every day is different. When you're young and you think of being a pop star, you think, oh, I want everyone to love me and ask for my autograph. When a girl first gets with a boy, that kind of romance makes you feel really giddy and happy. That's what DNA is about. Everything on the album is about our own experiences. We perform better when the lyrics mean something to us when we sing them. I definitely always wanted to be a singer and a performer. I think I got it from my parents because my dad's a singer and my mom's a singer, so it kind of runs in the family, and I just thought it was normal. I've always had anxiety. I just don't think it's ever been triggered in a way where it's become a physical attack. So when it first started happening to me, it was so scary because I didn't know what was going on. I like vintage shops mainly because then you can get one-of-a-kind pieces, I think. Do you know what? I'm going to be honest and say the times I actually pick myself apart and feel miserable is when I get papped in a bikini. I think we just get scrutinized for everything, even when you breathe. What we stand for is making people feel good about themselves. That's what we love about people looking up to us. I think when you go through a breakup, the first initial thing you do is put on music. I think you have to learn to have a thick skin. I think it comes with being in a girl band and being an artist. People want to know what you're doing and what you're up to, which is fine with us. It is hard when fans say nasty things on Twitter, but we are starting to build a thicker skin and are getting used to it. I'm not like, oh, I am going to be so mobbed today and everyone is going to take my photo. I don't see myself like that. When you're in this industry, life's never going to be normal as much as you try. The best part about being in a group is having each other for support. The girls are like my sisters and always look out for me. Everyone's got a little bit of weird in them, and you should let it out. Perrie Louise Edwards, born July 10, 1993, raised in South Shields, Tyne and Wear. She was named after Steve Perry from the rock band Journey. Her parents, Deborah Duffy and Alexander Edwards, divorced when she was a child and both remarried. Her mother married Mark Duffy from New Zealand, and her father married Joanna Wells. Edwards has an older brother called Johnny Edwards and a half-sister named Caitlin Edwards. Perrie Edwards, also known mononymously as Perrie, is an English singer and songwriter. She rose to prominence as a member of Little Mix, one of the best-selling girl groups of all time. They were formed in 2011 during the 8th series of The X Factor UK and were crowned the eventual winners of the series. The group won 3 Brit Awards, becoming the first girl group to win British Group. As part of Little Mix, Edwards achieved 5 #1 singles and 19 top 10 entries on the UK singles chart. The group went on indefinite hiatus in 2022. As a child, Edwards attended Radipole Primary School in Weymouth, Dorset before moving back to South Shields. She attended St. Peter and Paul R.C. Primary School and Mortimer Community College in South Shields, and later transferred to Newcastle College, where she received a BTEC in Performing Arts. As a preteen, she lived 2 years in Hamilton, New Zealand. Edwards was born with esophageal atresia, which is responsible for the bisectional scar on her stomach, and anosmia. In 2021, she launched her fashion brand, Desora. In November 2023, Edwards appeared on the Sunday Times Rich list for a second consecutive year. In the same month, she confirmed that her debut album was almost complete. In February 2024, Edwards began teasing her upcoming debut solo single and revealed a new Instagram account called PERRIE HQ, which would be managed by her team. In March, she officially announced her debut solo single titled Forget About Us, which was released on April 12, 2024, and peaked at number 10 on the UK singles chart. In June 2024, she announced her second single titled Tears, which is set to be released on June 21, 2024, and she performed Forgot About Us, Tears, and a cover of Whitney Houston's I Wanna Dance with Somebody Who Loves Me at the Summertime Ball.